Howdy folks, this is Jethro.
And Lugnut.
We're just coming on to do a quick video. We're in the shop here doing a little bit of work on Lugnuts. We're basically working on the Psychedelic 60s group build hosted by Dan the Man, which we'll give you his card right there, Dan the Man. I think most of y'all know Dan the Man. If you don't, get over there and check him out. I'll put his information in the description below at the end of the video. I've got the final on my Psychedelic 60s group build, and Lugnut has not. We've had trouble getting coordinated. Well, he's been busy. He's finding out what life is, working full time and married,
and driving old vehicles. Yeah. That's really biting us in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, it's all good though. He's doing well, but we don't get as much time to. He doesn't get as much time to do his. Plus, his model is a lot more detailed than what mine is. Mine was a fairly simplistic kit with a fully molded in chassis with all the suspension and exhaust and everything, so I didn't have a lot of work to do to that. Once I got it painted and kind of just threw a couple pieces together, it was done. But anyway, we got one other thing. We need to introduce you to a new member of the shop here, if we can find her. Hang on just a second. We'll get her. We've got us a shop dog, an official mascot, a shop dog. Her name is Smokey. She is a 4-month-old miniature schnauzer. We've had her for a couple of months, but I've had her over here in the shop several times. But say hello, Smokey. Hello, Smokey. Good dog. Anyway,
in true puppy fashion, she was she managed to dislodge the nozzle from the water hose when we were trying to track her down, so she was absolutely soaked.
Yep.
Now we're going, where is she at? And then I go out there and the water's pouring everywhere. Yep. There's a big puddle outside and she's just dancing around in it.
The fun of puppies.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to shut this off, turn it around, and get going on model cars, which is what y'all are looking for anyway, and we're just wasting your time here. But we're having fun, so we'll be back shortly. Actually, in just a second. Okay, now we're back here actually talking about models. Sorry about the little side road there we went on, but got a lot of pets on here, so I figured I'd show mine as well. So anyway, my Psychedelic 60s group build was a 66 Thunderbird. I finished it almost a week ago. I just haven't got in here to do a video on it, but it is done, and there's the final. And this, by the way, the reason this Chevy is photo bombing the thing, this was last year's Psychedelic 60s group build here. So that's what I did last year. So I went quite a different way from last year to this year. This one here, it was an easy build. It was the AMT 66 Thunderbird. Really went together well. It was very nicely done. I got to get here where I can get it up where we can see what we're doing. I think I'm just going to take this thing loose from here and show you that. All right, so here's the final product, 66 Ford Thunderbird. I did pretty much box stock. Those are the wheels for the custom option. The rest of the custom parts on that car I did not like. I didn't like the custom. I much preferred the factory look. It was a custom from like the late 60s, early 70s. They had some funky looking stuff back then, so I just decided to stick with it, with the stock, everything. It's got, the top is removable. I didn't glue it on. I don't know if this one's one that you can remove on the actual one-to-one car or not, but I just went ahead and I stick it on. I actually like the way it looks with the top on there. It's pretty cool. I did the interior. I talked about that the last time when I showed the update on it. The interior color was this color blue right here with a little bit of silver mixed in. Well, actually it was silver with a tiny little bit of blue added into it. It was just very little blue because it got dark in a hurry if I overdid it, which I did the first time. But anyway, all the windshield trim, I used a chrome pin. I don't even know what I did with that now. I don't know what I did with that. I showed that. I got it from, hang on just a second. I'm back now. The windshield around the surround around the windshield here. Me and bare metal foil, I have never tried bare metal foil because I really don't want to. I just don't think I would do very well on it. So I've tried several different things, and I bought this stuff here. It's liquid chrome. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's in the model car section, right where all the paints and everything is. And it was only like $5.99, $6.99. It's got a 3mm tip and a 0.8mm tip. So it's really good to do that. And then on the Thunderbird script back here, I used the old eraser trick on that. I actually just took this pen and drew, rubbed the paint on the eraser and just kind of tapped it on there. It came out pretty good. Under the hood, try not to take like a long video here, but we're not succeeding in that very well. But anyway, there's the engine. The only thing I did was put the plug wires on it. Did not do any other work. I started to do the battery, but the way the battery is, and it's actually got battery cables kind of over this way, is solenoid all molded in, and I just didn't want to fight with all it. I just left it as is because it's already got the battery cable, like battery terminal ends on there, so I just left it at that. Underside of the car is just very basic. Like I say, all of that was molded in, so all I did was sharpied the exhaust, and I painted the shocks a blue color for a Motorcraft or either that or a Monroe shock. Either one would have been blue. So, but anyway, in the rear panel of the car, I love the way that looks. The custom to me was not even close to as good as that is. I love the back end of the Thunderbirds, and so I just kind of left it with what came on it. It's a cool looking car from the factory, and the only other option I had was it did come with fender skirts. And I didn't really like the fender skirts. I'm not a fender skirt guy. I like a wheel opening where you can see the wheels. Some cars, there are a few cars that I like the fender skirts on, but most of them I prefer them this way. So that about does it for this build. Great build. Dan, thanks a lot for hosting this group build and coming up with the idea. Just kind of gets me to build things I may ordinarily not build, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The paint came out really good. I'm really happy with it. Not perfect, but like I said in my other video, none of mine are, and I'm just good with that. I shoot for perfect. I'm not settling for that. I shoot for perfect and come up a little short, and I'm fine with that. It looks good. It'll look great sitting on a shelf. This might make a model show. I don't know yet. We'll see. But
PamsCon's coming up.
yeah, PamCon's is coming. I may take it to that. And I'm going to hand this over to Lugnut, and he's going to show you what his status is on his Psychedelic 60s build.
Bring you up on a refresher course for what I'm doing for Psychedelic 60s. If you don't remember, it's the 1967 Shelby GT350, also from AMT. I'm a sucker for old Mustangs, and heard that the Psychedelic 60s was coming up. Figured I'd hop in and get this one off the shelf. And I'm really happy with the way the mold looks on the body. As usual with AMT street cars, the mold looks pretty good. We got this one in primer. Here, let me try and get in a little bit better light there for you. We got it in primer. Put the just the front and tail end, and then the trunk on to prime the whole thing all at once. And today I managed to shoot my gloss black, or flat black rather, not gloss black. I was supposed to do both, but I kind of ran out of time after shooting the flat. So got some parts going, and then the next batch of paint, I got to do some gloss black for the interior to be a black leather, and then we've got exhaust pieces are all going to be painted in a nice metallic color, and a few other things, doodads, odds and ends here and there to get done. And if we can show the color that we're going to use for the body, and I know I swore off rattle cans, but this one's just too good to pass up. I found that one right there. It is a Chrysler color, emerald green pearl, but the cherry on top of it was that. $4 for the whole can. So yeah, couldn't say no to that. And as soon as we saw that pearlescent green, it's just perfect for a Mustang. One of my all-time favorite cars in the history of automobiles is the Bullitt Mustang, which I know was a '68, and it was not a Shelby. It was kind of more of a base model, actually. But still, I love the Bullitt car, and because of that, I love dark green Mustangs, and I will forever be a sucker for them. So as soon as I got the chance to build one, you bet I did. So there's the progress so far on the old '67 GT350. I'm looking forward to getting this one done and just hoping I can actually have some time to do it sometime soon. But we've had a couple of vehicle failures, Mrs. Lugnut and I, over the last month, so we've been dealing with 1-to-1 scale vehicles a lot more heavily than the old small scale ones. But oh well, part of growing up, I guess. Any final thoughts?
Nope, that's about it from here. I think we're done. We'll go ahead and sign off for now. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the comments and the views, and I'm enjoying all y'all's videos. Y'all are doing some good work. It's a lot of fun. So guess we'll close it out from here.
Where's the old Smokey?
Smokey already checked out. He's over there killing a bull.
Yep.
He got the bull by the feet instead of the horn. I almost
well,
got him by the horns. Okay.
Close.
Anyway. All right, we're killing time here.
That's
All
a
right,
dog.
that's
Everybody
it.
will be happy with it.
This is Jethro.
And Lugnut.
Over and out.